artsy, crafty, spiritual peeps out there. My name is Natalie, aka Wooden Butterfly, and this is my channel, Art That Heals the Soul. Today I'm going to offer you guys a lovely pick-a-pal, another lovely pick-a-pal that's going to reflect what it is that you might be able to expect during this eclipse season. We just recently passed our partial solar eclipse in Taurus, and we can look forward to a deeply transformational lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio coming up on May 16th. So that should be interesting. When picking a pile, please keep in mind to use your intuition. Whatever pile you are drawn to initially typically is the pile that has the message that's meant for you. There is no limit to how many piles you pick, and it's ultimately just up to you and your personal preference. Keep in mind these readings are generalized because they are pick-up piles for multiple people. But if you are interested in diving in, if you end up resonating with the way that I do read my tarot, perhaps you can message me through email at awoodenbutterfly@gmail.com to ask or to book a personal reading. That way we can get a little bit more in-depth, more descriptive, and more honed in on the area of life that you are seeking guidance for. Besides that, I do offer Zoom as well, so keep that in mind, and let me know in the comments below if you end up resonating with this. It's great confirmation for me, and it helps me just affirm that I am doing what it is that I'm meant to be doing. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, lovelies, for those of you who chose pile number 1, or this lovely little stone here, which I believe is, it looks like tiger's eye, but I'm not really sure. And then we got the Wild Unknown Tarot. Let's put this right over here. And let's get to it, shall we? So, let's go with, put this right here, call upon my spirit guides and pile number 1 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 1, those who are attracted to pile number 1 need to hear. Through my mind's eye, through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. Tell me, Spirit, what, for those who are attracted to pile number 1, what can they expect to happen as a result of this eclipse season? What parts of their lives will be affected? What will unfold? Any clarity that they can expect as a result of these eclipses? This past Taurus partial solar eclipse, and then this upcoming lunar eclipse in Scorpio. What can those attracted to pile number 1 expect? Transformation. Transformation in the way you think, the way you communicate, the way you perceive. You are currently in a state, it's like you have so much to give to the people around you, but you keep it inside. It's like you have so much love, so much passion, so much vigor to share with others, but you keep it inside because of your own personal fears or beliefs about yourself. And this is what is going to be changing through these eclipses. The way you perceive yourself in others' perspective. It's like there's something that is motivating you to keep going down a particular path. It's like a spark or an interest or some sort of passion that is driving you to go in a direction that is more aligned with who you are. The thing is, you keep doubting yourself. And that is what is needing to change. You keep doubting who it is that you truly are inside. And this is what the eclipse season is bringing for you. It is bringing clarity and a strike, like a stroke of, it's going to be like a stroke or a realization, a sudden realization that hits you, that tells you, wow, maybe I do deserve this. Maybe I do deserve to do the thing that I want to do the most because of X, Y, and Z. It's going to be the sudden spark or the sudden epiphany that comes to you as a result of these eclipses. And wow, you are going to really reinvent the person that you have represented yourself as in the past because of what is expected of you from others, or what you think others expect from you. And this is going to change dramatically. You are going through a deep inner transformation from the soul out, from inside out. You are completely transforming from the inside out, and you are going to light a match and set the world that you know that is around you. Your reality is going to be set on fire. Just like a lot of energy that is like just bubbling underneath the surface, that is begging to be just let out. Like all these thoughts, all these ideas, all these creative, it's like all this wisdom that you have within you, deep within. It's like the depths are never ending. The depths of the wisdom that you carry are never ending. And it's time for you to share that with others around you. It's time for you to express yourself in the most authentic way possible so that others can see the wisdom that you carry, so that you can change, so that you can transform those around you through your own inner transformation. Through what you experience, you bring to others, but you keep second guessing yourself. You keep backtracking. It's like you go 3 steps forward and then 4 steps back. 3 steps forward and 4 steps back. You need to stop doubting yourself. You know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You know where it is that you're supposed to be heading, but you question it. And you question your ability to follow through. You question your abilities to handle it. This is what's transforming in you. And it's just so much energy, so much just like waiting to get out. And you have to stop letting others convince you otherwise. Because it's like you take into consideration other people's opinions way more than you take into consideration your own. And that is also something that is going to be deeply transformed or redirected in some way, because you're starting to realize that although people's intentions may be good, they don't really know the full story, and they don't really know where it is that you're coming from. They don't understand why it is that you want to do what it is that you want to do, and you're starting to realize that because they haven't seen your reality through your eyes. They can't possibly understand what the best thing for you is unless they live your life. You're the only person that can make the best decisions for yourself, and you keep thinking that everyone else around you knows what's best for you, and that is what's transforming. That is what is being just obliterated. You are going to have this sudden stroke of inspiration, or this sudden epiphany, or this sudden realization, or all three, and you're going to realize that you're the only person that can determine what is best for you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your co-workers, not your boss. None of those people know the full story of why it is that you're wanting to go in a particular direction. And you keep putting so much weight on the opinions of others, when really, when it comes down to it, you don't really give a shit about what they truly think. It's not that. It's just that you think you're supposed to. You think you're supposed to listen to those around you. You think that that's the right but really, in your heart of hearts, you are a very rebellious soul that likes to go against the grain. You like to walk to the beat of your own drum. You like to tear out paths. You like to forge through life on your own terms, and you keep second guessing yourself because you think that you shouldn't want to be that way. You think that you're supposed to take others' thoughts into consideration, and you are to an extent. Don't get me wrong. I mean, with everything, there is, always keep in mind balance within everything that you do or you perceive or you think. But when it comes down to it, you as a person, your soul thrives off of making life into what it is that you want life to be. And just because those around you don't understand that about you doesn't mean that their opinions are correct. Yes, their intentions may be good. Their intentions may be pure. But I honestly feel that there are some people's whose opinions, their intentions are not pure. I feel like you have some sneaky people that are trying to persuade you into thinking something that is not untrue. But then there are also people that deeply do care about you. They just don't know the full spectrum of the situation to the extent that you do, because you're living it. So it's like both. You have those that truly deeply care for you, that are trying to relay their opinions and their thoughts about whatever situation that you're going through, and you can take it into consideration, but take it with a grain of salt, because you're the only one that truly knows. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just distraction. Your soul knows where it is that you're trying to go. And you need to quit second guessing your abilities, and you need to quit guessing what it is that you want to do, where it is that you're trying to go, because you know what's best for you. You know it. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords. In the past, I feel like you have been very hard-headed or very persistent on doing things the way that you've always done them. You are very persistent, consistent in the way that you used to do things. But in order to get where you're trying to go, you're going to have to let that go. Just a little bit. Just for now. Just until you get there. You need to let go of that tight grip that you have on those fixed thoughts, those fixed ideas, those fixed beliefs that you hold on so tightly. You have more than enough willingness to go to where it is that you're trying to go, but you're so stuck on doing things in the way that you want to do them. But you have to give a little too. You have to give a little too. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands. It's like if things don't go in a particular way, the exact way that you expect them to, you retract. Wow. Ace of Cups clarifying the Ace of Wands. This is very it's like very profound. This is eclipse season is for you. It's very profound in the things that you love, that you show your love and affection towards, the things that you are passionate about, the things that you're meant to do. This is very, very like a soul contract, or very like karmic, it's very destined, this direction that you're wanting to head in. It's almost like there is no denying it. As much as you can try to convince yourself that you can, there is no denying your eagerness or your passion to go in this particular direction, even if it goes against everything you thought was right, even if it goes against everything that everyone else tells you is right. Deep down, you know it's right for you, and that's what matters. That is what really, truly makes the difference within this situation for you. Let's clarify this Ten of Wands. It's like if you just get over, and if you stop listening to and stop being so hard-headed and so fixed in your, and just get out of your own way, you have so much abundance and so much joy just waiting on the other side. But you are getting in your own way because you keep letting all the noise around you redirect where it is that you already knew you wanted to go from the very beginning. Let's clarify this this Six of Wands. You are scared. Another thing that is being deeply transformed in your life is the fear of hurting those around you, or the fear of you being the cause of destroying another person's life. I feel like there is something that is going to occur that makes you realize that maybe you were not looking at the situation through a clear lens. Perhaps you were looking at the situation through an unhealed lens. If that makes sense. Let's clarify it's Father of Swords. I also feel like for some of you, like a father figure has kind of played a big role on you questioning yourself or your abilities. It's like you were hoping to get a positive reaction when you expressed your desires to do this particular thing. Perhaps with a fatherly figure or someone that you look to in that way. And you expected to receive this grand acceptance from this particular energy. And when you didn't, it kind of just completely instilled a vast amount of fear and made you go the opposite direction. Let's clarify the Chariot in the reverse. Even though you know where it is that your heart wants to go, you allowed your fears to dictate the direction that you were already on. You need to stop allowing your fears to dictate your choices for you. Let's clarify the Sun of Wands. And to stop letting others around you dictate what's right for you. It's like this. Some people in your life are just not going to understand, and that there needs to be some level of acceptance that comes with that. There needs to be some level of acceptance, because although they may not understand now, when they see for themselves how you are as a result of the choices that you make, how happy you become, they will understand. It may take time. It may take, who knows, it may take a long time, but they will understand eventually. Let's get some closing statements from the Angel Oracle. Some closing statements for those who are attracted to pile number 1, please. Closing statements for those attracted to pile number 1. Children. So, surrender and communication. I feel like there may be some healing that needs to take place for some of you, for your inner child. I feel like there needs to be a level of surrender in order to get to this place that you deeply want to go. And there needs to be a level of communication. You need to stop resisting the flow of this, of where it is that you're being called to go. You need to stop resisting. You need to express yourself, what your heart desires, so that you can gain some clarity, so you can gain some insight. And with this children card, I feel like either there's some level of surrender when it comes to perhaps your own children, or or like your inner child, like there's some sort of deep healing that is going to be ensued, that is perhaps causing you to second guess yourself on your path currently. And that is what is going to be deeply transformed as a result of the eclipses, is this deep healing of your inner child, or old wounds that have occurred to you as you were a child. It's this deep rooted transformation, this inner transformation that is occurring the second that you surrender to what it is that your heart truly wants. The second that you surrender to what it is that you truly desire, the healing will come, and then everything else will follow. Let me know if that resonated with you guys in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye! Alrighty guys, those who chose pile number 2, or my latest deck to my collection, the Lightseers Tarot, this green aventurine, maybe? I don't really know, I'm sorry. With this lovely crystal right here. Let's get into your reading, shall we? So, I call upon my spirit guides and the spirit guides of those who are attracted to pile number 2. Please use me as a channel for the messages pile number 2s need to receive through my mind's eye, through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. For those who are attracted to pile number 2, please tell me, what is it that they can expect as a result of this eclipse season? What is it that pile number 2, those attracted to pile number 2, can expect as a result of this eclipse season? Ooh, okay, we got 9 of Cups. Got 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you've been having some issues when it comes to finances, financial gain, or perhaps you're experiencing some sort of financial loss and you're trying to gain some sense of stability. It's like you're trying to figure out what your next step is going to be in order to reach a level of balance and fulfillment, so that you don't feel like you're being drowned by physical lack. It's like you are trying to do things. It's like you have started something. Maybe some of you have your own business that you have had to start from the ground up, and maybe it's hit some sort of stagnancy, or some sort of like it doesn't feel like it's expanding, and you're almost at the point of wanting to give up. So I feel like you've already created, you've already planted firm roots when it comes to this aspect of your life. And you need to stop putting so much weight on the gains, because that is what's causing the stagnation. You're putting too much focus instead of fully embracing the initial drive and the initial passion that wanted you to create this. You're putting too much weight on the expansion as opposed to what it is that you're trying to create. I feel like the eclipses are going to bring some wonderful financial gains that you may not have expected, as long as you don't put too much weight on expecting it. I feel like you know that what it is that you're doing is bound to be a success. There's a reason why it is that you're doing what it is that you're doing, and you feel that. You feel it. It's very, very powerful. It's like you've been working on something behind the scenes that you know is like going to become something major. You've already planted the seeds, and you see a little bit of growth, but you're wanting to give up because you're not seeing the gains quick enough in the way you're perceiving the situation. You're not looking at the expansion that is coming as a result of going through this process. You're looking too far ahead into the future, and you're expecting too much. But this eclipse season is going to offer you a fresh perspective. It's going to offer you more opportunities, more doors are going to open. And you are going to see a level of expansion with 3D material things. And you're going to look back on this period in your life, and you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I almost gave up. I can't believe I was about to throw in the towel. It's going to be like, holy crap, if I would have stopped when I was thinking about stopping, I would have held myself from gaining the level of what you're about to gain within this. If it's like your own little business that you're starting, it's like you feel like it's not growing fast enough, and you're this close to throwing in the towel. But this eclipse season is offering you a level of expansion in the material world. It's like it's already given you the expansion within your spiritual self, within your emotional self. But now it's like you're wanting to see the results of what it is that you've been putting forward, and this is what's going to happen to you very soon. Let's clarify this 9 of Cups, please. And you need to not fear. You need to just keep charging ahead. If you stop now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Let's clarify this 5 of Pentacles. Also, this period of lack that you are experiencing, this period where you feel like you're putting so much work into something and not getting much in return, it's happening for a reason. It's happening for you to gain some sort of shift in perspective, or a new way of looking at things, or a level of gratitude for when you do reach the levels as to which you know you're going to reach. It's like you're going to see both sides of the spectrum of putting in work and not seeing the results, to putting in the work and thriving off the results. So it's like you're going to, and when you reach that point, the level of gratitude that you experience as a result of experiencing the ulterior is going to cause a level of expansion in your spiritual self as well. Because the gratitude that you feel makes you perceive everything that you have on another level. Another message that I'm getting for you guys is, another thing that is going to be happening for you guys is learning practical ways to expand on what it is that you are trying to create. Practical, logical ways. Like, I feel like you have some really great ideas. It's just difficult for you to hone in and implement these ideas in a practical and logical way that will initiate the results that you're looking for. And that is going to come through observing either other people that are in the same field as you and learning through their mistakes or learning through their success, and kind of creating your own twist on something that is being done already, but you adding a different element that kind of takes it from, like, adding another element to something that's already being done. And I think that is going to really ignite a lot of results and success that it is that you have been seeking, that you know has been coming. It just hasn't quite happened yet. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups, because I feel like there's a lot of spirituality that is coming as a result of something that it is that you're creating. You're creating something that brings you a lot of fulfillment, but I feel like you're putting, by you putting so much weight on the material things, you're forgetting about why it is that you started this in the first place. You're putting too much pressure and too much weight on the things that aren't necessarily important, and that is what's bringing this venture to a halt currently. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. I also feel like you need to kind of just whatever it is that you are currently creating or working on or trying to obtain, it's going to need, in order for the success to come in, there's needs to be a level of trust and faith on your part that no matter what obstacles arise, no matter what obstacles you are faced with, It won't deter you from just going full speed ahead. You need to keep making little by little by little by little, step by step by step, to fully bring in the success that it is that you are seeking as a result of this thing that you are creating. And the universe is going to gift you with a lot of abundance as a result. When you let go of the expectations, number one, when you stop focusing on the material aspect of it, number two, and when you have faith that even if things do pop up that try to deter you from your path, that you keep on going no matter what. And if you allow this to unfold, the universe is literally going to gift you the abundance that you were seeking, and you're going to realize the reasons why you had to go through all these trials and tribulations in order to get there was because it taught you gratitude. The gratitude is what makes you actually enjoy it. Because if you got it, if it came to you easily, you would take it for granted. And this is just natural. This is a human trait. When things come easy, it's easy for us to take those things for granted. But when you work hard for something, and you keep going, and you work hard, and you overcome obstacles, it literally is, it does become about the journey. And those trials and tribulations that you look at in retrospect, that once made you feel like was hindering you, it was actually building your character. It was actually building strength, courage, resilience, persistence, motivation to continue on in spite of the obstacles that lie ahead of you, in spite of the naysayers, in spite of all of the things that made you feel like it made you feel like you should just give up. Those are the things that are going to strengthen you and build you up and make you unstoppable in the future. Let's clarify this Fool in the reverse, please. So for some reason, this is the Fool, but I'm looking at it in the reverse and I'm seeing the word feel. I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of looks like it says feel up here, like a cursive F-E-E-L. So I think that it is pointing out having to, in order for you to continue on, you need to feel what it is that you're doing. I think in order for you to find that success that you are seeking, you need to go back to the beginning, to the very beginning, the roots of what it is that you planted, so that you can remember why it is that you started this in the first place, why it is that you're motivated to create this in the first place. And that is the element that's missing, that is keeping you stagnant and stuck in place. That is what is missing. That is what is keeping you from gaining what it is that you are trying to gain. Too many cards. I feel like you need to go back to that warmth, the positive feelings that came from whatever it is that you're creating from the beginning, lean into that more. Lean into the passion. Lean into that, because otherwise, even if you were to become successful, it wouldn't fulfill you in the way that you'd expect it to. You need to keep that core, those core values that you held dear in the very beginning of this venture are necessary in order for you to get the full spectrum of success that you are trying to receive. Let's clarify the High Priestess. I think that you see the there's something that you see that you have been doing. It's like you're like, oh, like, what's really, is this more important, or is this more important? Should I do this because I think it's good, or should I do this because everyone else thinks it should be good? It's like you're putting too much weight on the opinions of others, as opposed to what it is that you feel you should be doing in this particular area. Let's clarify this Ten of Swords. And it's making you, and people can sense the inauthenticity. The inauthenticity is becoming apparent, and that is what is preventing you from gaining the respect from others that maybe you initially seem to have obtained at first, when you first started this. The respect and the praises or the positive reactions that you were getting from the beginning is dissolving and dissipating, because you're presenting yourself as someone that is not really you. You're trying to put on a facade, and people can pick up on that. So I think that a focus is going to be placed on, for most of you, I feel like this is like a business venture or some area of life, like something that you are trying to create in your life that you have felt very passionate about when you first began, and had this strange sixth sense that it was going to become something bigger than you. And it's like you just know, you know it in your gut that it's going to become bigger than life itself, and it's taking some time to get to that point. And because of that, it's kind of like, well, you know, I mean, I should be making, you know, this amount of money by now. I mean, I've been doing this for how long? I've been doing it for over a year, and it just seems like I'm just not making it happen. So you're kind of just like, you know, wanting to throw in the towel on the whole thing. You know what? It's not even worth it. And you're putting it's like what you were enjoying in the beginning, you're no longer enjoying anymore, because you're putting the focus on things that are not even really that important to you. I feel that you are putting a focus on things that maybe you feel like should be a focus, or you feel like it's like this belief that you relate to success. Like, in order to be considered successful, I have to have this many viewers, or this many followers, or this much amount of money coming into my bank account. In order to be successful, I need X, Y, and Z. And it's you're missing the point. Success is an individual thing. Like for example, like these readings. I could have given up on doing these pick-a-pal readings, I mean, before I even really got started. I would do them. I do them because I truly just enjoy the art of tarot, and this is something that healed me in my first major spiritual awakening. It led me to my first major spiritual awakening, and because of that, I like to share what was freely given to me. And it's not like I have that many people even watch these things, but it doesn't really matter, because I do these things because it heals my soul. I can have one viewer. I could be the only viewer to these freaking pick-up pals, and I will still do them. The importance comes from within. It comes from, I feel good. I feel like I have succeeded in a day if I put my limiting self-beliefs and my limiting patterns that I would fall heavily into in the past, if I put those aside and accomplish uploading a pickup pile when I feel like I should be uploading a pickup pile, then my day is a success. Doesn't really matter if I'm making money off of it. Doesn't really matter if I have people watching it. And that is what is going to be really a lesson that is being taught to you through these eclipse seasons. Through this eclipse season. Let's get some closing statements for those drawn to pile number 2, please. Claire, get some closing statements. Those drawn to pile number 2. Completion. Music. And art. Yes. So I think for a lot of you, this passion, this thing that you're trying to build is heavily influenced by your creative energies. It's your soul expression, and this is why your soul why you've been feeling pulled to embark on this mission. It's like this your soul is guiding you into this thing, knowing that it's going to become a success, because it is what it encompasses all that you are. It encompasses your divine feminine energies. Whether you're a girl or a guy, it doesn't really matter. It's the energy. It's the energy of creation, of creating something beautiful. And it's going to come full circle, and I'm telling you, when you get back to where it was that you started off in this venture, you're going to see it take off completely and totally when you put in the energy of wanting to do it because you want to create it. It's going to make all the difference. And people are going to see that it's coming from your heart. People are going to want to hear what it is that you have to say, and it's going to come full circle, and you're going to be like, wow, thank God I didn't give up when I wanted to give up, because look at where I am now. Growth, expansion, and you taking off to new heights is what I see. So let me know if that resonated with you guys in the comments below. I would love to hear, and I hope to see you guys all next week. Alright, lovelies, those of you who chose pile number 3, or the Wandering Star Tarot, or this natural citrine quartz, I'm going to put this right over here, and let's get right into it, shall we? So let's get to it. I call upon my spirit guides and the spirit guides of those drawn to pile number 3. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 3 wants to receive through my mind's eye, through the cards. Please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. Tell me, Spirit, for those drawn to pile number 3, what is it that they can expect as a result of these eclipses? The partial solar eclipse that just passed in Taurus and the lunar eclipse that is coming on May 16th in Scorpio. What is it that those drawn to pile number 3, what is it, what in their life can they expect to unfold? What clarity can they expect to receive? We got 3 of Pentacles. I feel like I'm hearing the going on to new horizons, like something that you are dabbling in that is really sparking this excitement within you. Maybe it's a class that you are taking, or some sort of expansion of your mind and your mind and your soul. It's like it's like you're looking on to new horizons. Something is happening in your life that is going to open new doors and lead you to some very, very unexpected success, or learning a hidden talent that you had not known that you possessed. Something is going to happen big. It's something big that is going to happen for you as a result of these. Queen of Wands. And you already see it happening. It's like you are zeroed in on something in your life that you've been doing because it sparked something in you, and you saw the growth that can come from it, and you followed the calling. You followed the inner calling. And because you had faith in this thing that you are dabbling in, so much success and so many doors and opportunities are going to come to you as a result. Ace of Cups. It's going to offer you, in all areas of life, I feel it's like it's going to bring new beginnings, an open, you're going into this with an open mind, an open heart, and it's sparking some passion within you that you may not have thought was even possible. And because of this, it's bringing forth balance and harmony in your relationships and in career, and some sort of expression, or something that I feel like for some of you it could be like you're taking a course that you are wanting to take, or you're learning something that has sparked some sort of interest, and you're learning so much through this, and it's expanding you in such a way that it's going to invoke balance in multiple areas of your life. It's something that you may have sparked, your interest may have been sparked by it because it's something that you once enjoyed to do, or something that is coming back around. And somebody offered in your life, somebody either offered you an opportunity to move forward with continuing to learn something that it is that you once dabbled or dipped your toes in, but now you are in a position where you are going in it, wanting to accomplish and wanting to make it to the finish line. I feel like it's something that you have dipped your toes in the past, and although you enjoyed doing it, although you loved it, you were not fully in the position to put your entire self into it, or you were just not in a position to really go all in. But now you are, and I think because you are going forward with faith and trust, this is going to bring you such expansion beyond your wildest dreams. And the reason for this is because you trust yourself, your intuition. You trusted the calling that was deep inside of you, no matter what, even if people around you thought it was not a good idea, you trusted it. And as a result, a lot of expansion, a lot of growth, a lot of positive things are coming as a result. It's just like this warm hug, I feel like, it's like beautiful. Good news, you are in a great place. This eclipse season is bringing a lot of beautiful things your way, and all because you trusted yourself. So bravo, good for you guys. Like, that is seriously, if nobody has told you that they're proud of you, I am very proud of you for following your calling. I feel like this is a beautiful spread right here. I mean, every single card, to me, the way I'm picking up on the energy, is all very fruitful, very positive, a lot of good things, yes, it might be a little scary because there's a lot of change that is attached to this new found hobby, or this newfound passion that you have discovered, and it could bring forth a lot of change and a lot of but it's good change. It's the change that you have been seeking for some time now. You just didn't know how to get there, and this is what is unfolding as a result of you following your intuition, listening to that inner voice. No matter what has been said around you, it is a gift from the universe to you. You're getting a gift from the universe. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. I feel like there maybe perhaps in the past, when you had dipped your toes in, you may have not followed through because you second guessed yourself or your ability to be successful in this, but you're no longer allowing those shadow attributes of yourself to get the best of you. You have paved a way, going through a new, it's like you're going through open doors. Like doors are opening for you, because even though you felt fear or you second guessed yourself, even though you questioned your ability to succeed, you went forward with it anyways, because inside you knew that it was going to be good for you. And because you knew it was going to be good for you, you went, you faced your fears and continued to move forward. And as a result, beautiful things are coming. Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. I feel like you are no longer letting your fears drive you. You are going forward slowly yet steadily, going with the flow of the energies and not going against, not trying to push away. You're going with the flow, and it's leading you straight to balance, harmony, and success. Clarify the Ace of Cups. And I feel like for some of you, this has a lot to do with, it like intertwines with your relationships some way. Like there's something here that, like, if you are doing like some sort of class, or like something that you're learning, or something that you're diving into, a new passion, it's teaching you a lot about letting go of past hurt, and or not allowing that past hurt to dictate your future endeavors. You're letting go of that, the pain from your past, and you're ready to move on and become something greater. And that alone is for you successful. You're already successful just by having made the decision to do this for yourself. But in doing this for yourself, you are finally treating yourself in a way that is empowering to other people. It's treating yourself in a way that is showing love for yourself. And in loving yourself, it allows you to love those around you just as much. And it's going to bring a lot of just happiness and fulfillment in your life in all aspects. Relationships, love, friendships, career, all of it. Give the Lovers, please. You made a decision and you stuck to it, and it's really it's bringing forth a lot of positive change. Clarify the Six of Cups, please. This being in the reverse is telling me whatever held you back in the past is no longer a threat to you. It's time to allow yourself your brand new beginning and keep going ahead, and you will receive what it is that some sort of good news, some sort of proposal from others that really offers even more positive change in your life in some area or another. Let's clarify this King of Cups. And it's bringing you a lot of abundance. a lot of abundance. Let's clarify. I want to know a little bit about this. What good news is coming? What good news is coming? What good news is coming? I feel like what once held you back is no longer holding you back. The maybe limiting beliefs that maybe you once had is no longer keeping you from making the changes necessary for a better life for yourself and for those around you. And it's like you're no longer living like you're no longer fantasizing or dreaming about this thing. You are pursuing it. You are pursuing this thing that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, and you're not allowing things to hold you back anymore. And I feel like maybe there is an energy that made you feel held back in some way, some area of life. It's like there's someone in your life that made you feel like you couldn't move forward with this. And the good news that is coming is that this person is going to let go of the reins. They're going to let go of the they're not going to try to prevent you from moving forward anymore. Let's clarify this Ace of Swords. That is the good news that is coming. There's what once held you back is no longer holding you back. You have full opportunity to move forward with this venture or with this relationship or whatever it is for you personally. You connect it to your life how you see fit. You're taking the reins. You are no longer letting others take the reins for you, and you are going to make a decision, and you're going to make the right decision, and you're going to move forward with it. The right decision for you, not for others, for you. And you're not holding back anymore. You're not holding back. Let's get some closing statements for pile number 3. Anything else that pile number 3 needs to know? What is going to be coming through these eclipses? What is pile number 3 going to gain through these eclipses? Any closing statements? We got battle, divine mystery, and creativity. So I think that there's like this battle within yourself. I think that whatever it is that you wanted to, whatever, if it's like a class or if it's something or something that you have are learning, there's still a part of you that feels like it's too much to take on. Maybe too much, like maybe you have too much on your plate and you feel like this is just too much extra baggage to put on, or too much to put on your plate to continue forward. And so it has been a battle for you inside. But with divine mystery here, I'm telling you, this is divinely inspired. You are so much growth, so much light is going to be emitted. So much energy is going to be emitted. So much positive energy. So many positive vibrations. So much positive, just amazing energy. You're going to feel uplifted. You're going to feel so much gratitude. You're going to feel so much love. So much. Just so much. And it's just going to inspire you to be creative, to express yourself freely, to just express yourself in whatever way you feel like you should express yourself in that moment. As a result of not allowing you to talk yourself out of it, like perhaps you have in the past, and just to flow freely, flow with it, go with it. It's happening for a reason. This is happening for a reason. You can't see why right now, but you will. You will see. You are going to see how much expansion comes as a result of you listening to that inner voice that is telling you to do it. So much growth, so much expansion, so much love is just on the horizon. So let me know if that resonated with you guys down below. I would love to hear it, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.